It is a beautiful time of year in Colorado with fall colors, cool temperatures, and of course, great fishing. Cast aside your busy schedule at the Risers for Rett Fly Fishing Tournament in the Gunnison Valley. Now, Patrick Callahan and Dr. Timothy Benke. Also joining us today is dad and daughter fly fishing team, Ed Kammerer and Barrett. And it's nice to have you all on the show. Thank you for being here. So, Patrick, first off, what is Risers for Rett?
Risers for Rett is part of a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We have two fly fishing tournaments a year, one in late April, one in late September. They're both held in Almont, Colorado, which is right near Gunnison and Crested Butte.
Yes, beautiful area.
It is beautiful, and both events benefit the Rett Clinic at the Children's Hospital, Colorado.
Okay, very good. And Dr. Benke, tell me more about the Rett Clinic.
So the Rett Clinic takes care of patients of all ages with Rett and Rett-related disorders. And Rett and those disorders are very complicated, and so we need a team of specialists to take care of our patients. And when you come see us in the Rett Clinic, you see 14 different specialists. It's very tailored to what the patients need.
How many Rett clinics are there?
So there aren't any like our clinic because we provide the most comprehensive care of anybody in the country. But there's several similar clinics across the country, about 10.
About 10, all right. And can you tell me a little bit about Rett syndrome?
So Rett and Rett-related disorders are genetic conditions, and the girls often develop normally for the first 12 months of life, and then they quit using their ability to walk, talk, and use their hands. And it comes in different forms as well, but it's genetic.
And would you mind, Ed, describe a day in the life of your daughter, Barrett?
Barrett's pretty busy. She's like any other 12-year-old girl. She goes to school. She has a lot of therapies that she does throughout the day to help her with vision and speech, physical therapy as well.
And does she have a twin?
She does. Her sister.
Her sister. And
sister Brennan.
Brennan, and she was not diagnosed with Rett syndrome?
No, they're fraternal twins.
Okay,
so,
very nice.
correct.
But I'm sure just like all the other sisters, they love to spend time together.
Yes, they do.
And I think it's fabulous that you two are a fly fishing team and you go out and you kind of bring awareness for the Rett Clinic.
We do.
And you also enjoy a beautiful day in Colorado.
Yes.
How important is it for you to get involved?
It's very important. I mean, bringing awareness to our cause and letting people know about Rett syndrome. It's not a very well-known disease, so any awareness we can bring and attention to the Rett Clinic is also good.
Having twin girls, at what age did you realize, okay, Barrett has something that we need to be concerned about?
Fairly early on with Barrett, about maybe 3 months, she had her first seizure and we started to notice that something might be wrong. And it took us quite a while till she was almost 3 years old before we got an actual diagnosis of Rett syndrome. She actually has an atypical version of Rett called CDKL5, and it was a little harder to diagnose.
Oh, I understand. And Dr. Benke, is there hope for a cure out there? Is that a possibility?
The hope for a cure is huge, and we think that it's going to come through a Rett clinic. We think that there's going to be genetic therapy, perhaps a trial in the next 1 to 2 years, but we've done clinical trials for Rett syndrome through the clinic. We did a trial with Rett syndrome last year, and we're hopeful to do a trial for CDKL5 disorder hopefully next year sometime.
And is it hereditary?
It's not hereditary in the sense that you pass it along to your children, but it is a genetic condition, so it's something that happens soon after the egg and sperm come together, and we don't know why this is the case.
Okay, interesting.
But it's nothing that moms or dads did or didn't do that causes it. It just happens.
We need to raise money to help find that cure, and that's why we're doing this wonderful fly fishing event. Do I have to be an expert fisherman to come out and enjoy?
You do not have to be an expert to come out and enjoy the beautiful scenery. At our last event, we raised about $75,000 with the help of some fly fishermen and some wonderful guides who can teach and instruct and help even a novice fly fisherman.
How do we get involved?
Risersforrett.org is our website, and you can go there and get all kinds of information. And yeah.
I may go up and do it. I fly fished once.
Yeah.
My husband loves to fly fish, and he gave me a pole, and we were out there in waders, and I threw it, but I threw the entire pole, and it went down the stream. So I'm going to have to come out and enjoy the cause and take two, right? Don't laugh at me.
We can help. We can help. I think you'll like it, again, if you give it a chance.
My husband was like, Denise, get out of here. All right, Risers for Rett is a fly fishing tournament to support the Rocky Mountain Rett Association. Register online at risersforrett.org. That's the number 4, okay? Risers number 4, Rett.org. And you don't have to be an expert fisherman to join this year's event. It's going to be held at the Almont Resort October 5th through the 8th, and that's just outside of Gunnison, which is a beautiful time of year to go there, so check it out.